Alright, let's finish this off, shall we?
Yay, about fucking time.
Also, the last outfit. It's like the gold armor for Shovel Knight. Does nothing but makes you look fancy.
I was hoping you would get to wear it.
Nah. I wanted to go with my charge slash. Hello again, Black Knight. Freaking seriously, everybody's busted in here lately. We got both windows broken, and we got the bottom of the floor broken.
What the hell happened with the Baz? We didn't fight him, did we?
No, we didn't fight him. He wanted to come and join, but they weren't having none of his shenanigans. They just told him to beat it.
So, is he gonna be the final boss of this game?
No.
Is it the Enchantress?
You'll see who the final boss is. He is a boss in both Shovel of Hope and Plague of Shadows.
Mm.
And here he just made a comic appearance. And now Specter Knight has realized that the Enchantress was once Shield Knight. Now it's time to take revenge.
So what exactly is Black Knight's beef?
Black Knight is a good friend of Shield Knight, and he's been trying to...
And rival to Shovel Knight.
Quote-unquote rival.
Well, yeah, 'cause they speak like... He speaks to him like a rival. And he obviously cares a lot about Shield Knight.
Oh yeah, where the hell did this guy go?
He was put in the dungeon after Reize was put in charge of the gate.
Oh, I was just wondering, like, he just disappeared when Reize showed up. Like, did he disappear before or after?
After he showed up, because the Enchantress sent him to the dungeon.
Because, what? Because he got a replacement.
Yeah, he was replaced.
Was that stage took a bit too long to load?
Well, no, it's because I had to push the button to initiate it.
Really?
Yeah. I was waiting for Spectre to jump out of the hole, and then I pressed the button. But no, I have to push the button to make him jump out.
Not as bad as me when I was recording the other day and I accidentally hit the pause button. Like, there's really no reason I paused. I just hit the button on accident.
So yeah, for Specter Knight, there's only 2 stages for the Tower of Fate.
Instead of 4. So is this essentially like our Wily Tower?
And there's no boss rush either.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet. Because one thing I fucking try to do, and I absolutely like, honestly, boss rushes now I fucking hate. I really fucking hate. And
I like them more as endurance modes. Like, you beat all of these bosses one by one. Now let's see how you can handle, if you can handle all of them at once.
Yep.
Wind Waker, it was fucking piss easy, and I do show off the boss rush, but not the way you think I do.
The fact that a Zelda game has a goddamn boss rush confuses the shit out of me.
Even Ocarina of Time 3D has one.
No. That's the thing. I'm fine with it as a mode, like an optional mode. Like, you want to fight all the bosses? Yeah, that's fine. Kirby even lets you do that shit.
I mean, Breath of the Wild has that with if you skip all the divine beasts, you actually beat a boss rush.
Yeah. I was like, kind of be careful about that, even though the game is over a year old.
Had to double check to make sure that wasn't breakable.
I mean, who the hell is going to skip over the divine beasts when the store, unless you actually,
speedrunners.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you're doing it on a repeat playthrough,
or just for shits and giggles, as soon as you leave the Great Plateau, just go. That's what
I did. But that's more often than not going to be on a repeat playthrough. So I mean, that's not really. No,
because on my first playthrough, before I even completed the first Divine Beast, I went into Hyrule Castle and I got my fucking ass whooped. Because they said you could do it, so I wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah, I made it as far as I actually made it pretty far because I was being a stealthy son of a bitch, and I managed to, you know, not get seen.
I just bought a bunch of stamina stuff, and then
you climbed up.
Yep, just climbed up. There is a certain route you can take, and you'll never get spotted early. You just gotta have the Zora tunic, and there you go. You're good to go.
Yeah.
That's how I've always done it.
Following the waterfalls. Yeah.
And oh yeah, and the champion spell does have rematches with all the bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. I have it. I just haven't played it yet.
I mean, you should. It's at least better than Trial of the Sword.
Trial of the Sword is still fucking bullshit.
I've not done that either. Like I kind of got.
I've only beaten one trial.
I'm kind of.
I haven't. You know what keeps fucking me over? When they start introducing water with the goddamn Lizalfos.
Yeah, that was
not just regular Lizalfos, electric Lizalfos.
Oh yeah, that's like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kind of burnt out at the moment because I don't know if it'll be. I'm pretty sure it's still in development, but I think I mentioned this in a previous part. But a friend of mine is recording a review for Breath of the Wild, and he asked me to record all the gameplay footage, and I did. So I had just beaten the game, and I'm still kind of like, I just want to wait a bit longer, because, you know, I played through the entire game and, like, did about half of the entire content, so, you know, I'm just
I'll jump, man! I'll jump! I'll jump like your life depends on it!
It really did, because it was either pit or crush.
I'm really digging this damn theme. It's so catchy.
It's like it's made by Jake Kaufman or something.
I know, right?
To this day, my favorite thing he's ever mixed or made is the Ace Attorney.
Yeah, I actually checked that out on his YouTube channel.
That is sex to my goddamn ears. It is so good.
Still for me, like
either that or the Giles theme with like what's the name of the trumpet guy? I've actually got it on my favorites on YouTube.
I know who you're talking about. I saw a lot of his videos.
I really wish he would make more of that shit. Like he said, like he was gonna make. He wanted to like really challenge himself, so he wanted to keep remixing stuff in different styles, like Ace Attorney and like a like an 80s cop show sort of like thing or type of feel. You have like a jazz version of Giles theme, which I already love that theme to begin with. But it's like...
for fuck's sakes.
Thought it would be easy, did you?
I hate this fucking Wellston-based Shovel of Hope. What's the point of the damn water?
I don't know, it's just random water.
I would say, if you ever built a castle before, Dragon Quest Builders, you can make a moat.
Although we've already made quite a ways inside.
Dragon Quest Builders is a game I wanted to get into, but there's just something about it that just didn't really grab me.
I don't know what it is. Like, I have like a, not really a vendetta, but like Minecraft I kind of don't like for just personal reasons. And I have nothing against like the community that it's made in the you know, Let's Play community and all that. Dragon Quest Builders though, you know, maybe it's just because to me it has that charm of Dragon Quest that I love so much.
Especially since you've been getting in a Dragon Quest binge lately, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite is still 5, so. But Dragon Quest Builders is definitely my favorite spin-off I've played.
And that would be the only use of the spider scythe you will ever see. Aside from the testing grounds for it.
I so thought you were gonna die there, but I was gonna say, usually weapons like that I end up really liking, the ones that like go around the platform that you can use. It's like in Jak 3, and oh my god, you'll be seeing this in the playthrough. The best fucking weapon in that entire game, and actually the entire series, and I'd say it's actually give Ratchet a run for its money for weapon, in terms of like best weapons in the series, the beam reflector. You just fire 3 shots and the whole room becomes nothing but dead bodies.
Oh God, Eric!
Save me! Thank you, Flight!
Wait, oh, so you have something that gives you flight?
Yeah, I have that feather that lets me float.
I have a feeling
it's upgraded for him, makes you invincible.
I have a feeling there was something to your left.
No, there's nothing there.
This flashing's hurting my eyes. And if I played this on my 43-inch TV, oh my god.
Thunder! Thunder!
Oh, so now we
Second
have
to last boss fight. And this is the one. This is the one final Black Knight boss fight that actually doesn't have him powered up by Enchantress magic like Shovel Knight or Plague Knight.
Oh, Plague Knight too?
Yeah, because their campaigns take place around the same time.
So what the hell is Plague Knight's final boss?
It's well, you know what? I'll let you see it because it's just so hilarious.
That gave me a surprise. Also, where the fuck did he get that turtle?
He's had it since the beginning. It's his pet called Terrapin.
Where was it in Shovel? Where was it in Shovel Knight?
Well, considering that Shovel Knight takes place after this, it was injured.
And as a result of this fight?
Yeah. But in this campaign, it's his trusty steed.
Nice.
And also, it's fucking Bowser Shell right there.
Terrapin!
No.
Kind of reminds me of the end of New Super Mario Brothers Wii U, where once you kill Bowser, Bowser Jr. just jumps off the building.
Yeah, he's like, oh. There's still 2 more red skulls.
You missed those, don't you?
No, it's in the final level.
I was,
Which goes into one game that kind of frustrates me about the game in a mental way. It forces you to complete with 98% as opposed to the other 2 campaigns where you can finish off with 100.
Didn't you say you finish off with 97?
Yeah, in this one it's 97 because I forgot to get the dance emote for Specter.
Wait, so where do you get the dance emote?
Well, I already showed it off in a previous part.
Where?
All you gotta do is talk to the same chick that.
Oh, because it's a new play. Yeah, this part was a new playthrough.
This was an entirely different playthrough, so I forgot to get it.
Ah.
Hey, you just talk to the same chick that actually dances for you in Shovel of Hope. After defeating Specter Knight. Continuity.
I hate these disappearing, reappearing.
Actually, they're not disappearing, reappearing. They're actually on a pattern by proximity.
I died several times just getting to the fucking extra section.
Like, I know it has a pattern, but like, if it just like if they appear.
Well, no, Eric, do these work like the ones in in regular Shovel of Hope, where they're not technically invisible blocks? They actually just
they just rise and lower every time.
Oh well, sorry. Like they're not disappearing blocks. Like they are there. They will always.
They just fucking move and then form new formations.
Like they'll always appear. They're proximity based and they'll always appear in time to catch you.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's different. That's fine.
Yeah, they're not invisible like disappearing appearing blocks like Mega Man. They're essentially invisible platforms that reveal themselves based on proximity.
Well, yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Which is why you have to tiptoe.
Yeah, because
Alright, Enchantress, let's do this.
Oh, this way to report your progress. Where's my 8th night?
Yeah, we're here for revenge. First she wanted to take the treasure that we were after, and then she took our life.
2 phases, I'm guessing?
Well, she's the first phase. I'll let you see what the final phase is.
I'm getting major Castlevania flashbacks.
Yes. Specifically, well, the Shovel of Hope was closer to Dracula X because of how you could potentially be losing half of your footing. This actually reminds me of Castlevania 3.
Oh, so I thought this would be the phase that I would be dying to the most, but no, I actually beat it on the first try.
Yeah, you were saying you kind of rage quit on the 100% part because on going back to 100% because of the second phase.
Well, I didn't care too much about.
Now it's Dracula X.
Yeah, she burned a couple of the fucking platforms.
I forget, do you suffer not back in this game?
Yes, but not much. In Shovel Knight, there's an armor that basically doubles your knockback.
No, it doesn't double it, it reduces it.
It reduces your knockback, but what's the drawback for it again?
The drawback is that you have more slippery traction. And look, and there goes all our solid platforms.
Hi, Dracula X.
It's even worse because every time Specter Knight jumps, he destroys those perishable platforms. Never understood that.
Okay, I remember we talked about it in a previous part.
They were fighting over Linkin Park tickets?
It's either Reize or Reize. We were debating that. I believe it's Reize because of the pun right there. Rise, my child.
I mean, I could double check that.
Oh God! What the fuck?
Dun dun dun. This is our final boss.
What was with that jump cut?
I was about to say, was that?
This was the phase that I died a few times in. No, it wasn't the fucking first phase, it was the second phase. Damn you, recording curse.
Well, is the first phase generally the one that you have a
Yeah,
harder
I
time
tend to
with?
die more in the first phase than the second.
Oh, recording curse.
It's not touched me in a while, so I'm still fine.
Mega Man 2 for me. Mega Man 2 for me.
And even then, I cut it pretty close in this take.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So yeah, constant grinding, and when you get close to him, just homing slice.
I'd say the
okay. I've been spending the past like good 30 seconds trying to think of what this boss reminds me of. Sonic Mania. What is it? The
boss where the egg robo things are chasing
Studiopolis Zone Act 2 boss.
Yeah, the one where you're constantly running.
Yes, the one with the missiles.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Okay, how is this boss a pain in the ass? Kinda seems simple. Like,
it's mostly because I kept falling.
Yeah, okay,
I would also blame it on the fact that he has a massive fucking hitbox.
I mean, you could just...
Oh yeah, the massive hitbox is kind of what made me fall. No. In the end, he has to make the ultimate sacrifice. Just one final act. We use the one chance at regaining life for the child. And now this amulet's useless. We were played like a fiddle.
She knew that was gonna happen.
I mean, either way, she won. Either she'd get to keep the boy, or Specter Knight would vow himself and squander away his one chance at regaining his humanity.
I like that animation. That's well animated for pixel graphics.
Yeah, that save screen at the top right was very impressive.
Save screen. I'm talking about
I know what you're talking about. Don't think I'm being serious.
I honestly had no idea what you were referring to.
And now we return him to his home. We pretty much get to see the Order settling into their places.
Golden Rain begins.
Before Shovel Knight comes to kick their asses.
Huh.
He went to the Troupple Pond for redemption.
The Acolyte, yes!
And he becomes the guy that sells us the chalices.
Oh! Oh, that's charming.
And we take the lich yard. Hey, dancing lady.
I'm digging this end credits remix.
Payday.
Payday.
Gotta pay those minions. The skies belong to him.
The fleet takes flight. What the fuck? Chicken! Where'd the chicken come from?
He's actually in the second town you go to in Shovel of Hope.
Oh yeah, that's right. Aww. Bubbling chemistry.
Accidental eye contact. Yes, in case it's not obvious by that, they both Plague Knight and his and Mona are quite close.
Which we'll see in the next.
Yeah, it's an overarching thing where they both crush on each other.
Yeah, and that's the scene where it happens. Or
there are several scenes where actually they hit where it's like little crush moments.
Well, continuity-wise, that's like the first moment, and then we see the.
Well, yeah, continuity-wise, it's the first moment since this is the prologue.
All right, so final thoughts. Jesus Christ, 8 and a half minutes left on this.
Yeah, we still have the credits.
All right, so
he's taking care of the year-old Terrapin.
And everything is dark and gloomy.
But we at least saved the boy. And now we go settle into our boss territory.
Tower of Fate.
The order is complete.
I really liked that sort of ominous bit to it. That's really well done.
Oh, don't worry. Shovel Knight will come along in the next story, which we've already completed.
At least Specter Knight has some free will.
Well, yeah, he's always had his free will. It's just that for this story, he's been on a mission. And now we enter boss form by making our cloak longer. And it's still not done yet. Well,
I was about to say.
Well, we still have the credits, but there's still like one scene after this.
There's an end credit scene, of course there is. All right, so final thoughts. Eric recorded this, so he goes last. John?
I mean, this has been my first introduction to anything Shovel Knight. Like,
really?
Well, let me rephrase that. It's my first time seeing a whole playthrough of a Shovel Knight campaign. You know, like I've said this before, but I've not played this game mostly just because I don't know. Indie. I know this sound. I'm not trying to sound like it has to have some sort of more, but indie games for me are sometimes kind of hard to really sell me on. There are some I really do enjoy. Do not get me wrong, because I absolutely love Dust. But like, I think
I can't wait to record that.
But I think at the time when this game came out, I just had no interest in like some of the indie stuff. But I know Shovel Knight gets
like
a ton.
I mean, that's fair. Like, this was the game that sort of revitalized the indie craze back when it kind of honestly died down after 2012.
Yeah, and
this was in 2014.
Yeah, like, between 2012 and 2014, there was kind of a drought of indie games. Like, you had indie games that came out, 2010, around that area, like Braid, Super Meat Boy, Dust, I think Dust came around that time, Cave Story, a lot of games around that time, but then there was, like, a drought for, like, a few years, and then this game basically revitalized sort of the indie craze, back in 2014.
Oh, there's a guy in the credits named Cole Phillips. Not Cole Phelps, unfortunately.
But yeah, so, yeah. I mean, that kind of makes sense, you know, like, with that drought, it's, kind of understandable, like,
Cole Phillips, alias.
Like, this was sort of the, like, this was the game to sort of sprout other, indie games, so when all those other ones kicked in, like, this was kind of, like, back in the mind for you, I'm guessing?
Yeah, and, you know, I've seen, like, Gaijin Goomba talk about this game. I know, Pro Jared loves this game. Like, there's a lot of...
And the only indication that this was on PS4, aside from button prompts, the God of War content.
You know, like, I wouldn't mind playing this game now. It's just one of those things.
Oh, wow, you did better on this playthrough than you did in, during this replay through than you did on the Switch version. No deaths in any of these.
No, he was playing on the Wii U version.
Huh?
It was Wii U before this.
Whatever. Same thing. You did.
That's because most of the other stages were off.
In the playthrough you did. In the playthrough that in the system that you started off with in the original playthrough. You did better in this rerun.
That's because every stage before the last ones that need to be recorded were off camp,
and thus recording cursed in by June the ass.
Yes.
Ugh.
By the way, I'm done with my final thoughts.
So basically, interesting game, interesting premise. Just, you know, and you are interested in it, but you know, just haven't seen much of it to be fully.
This is the same locket that Shovel Knight takes as the phase locket.
Oh, dick.
Yeah, that makes Shovel Knight even more an asshole. He takes Specter Knight's one memento.
Oh, and it's a nice flashback. Yeah, so, was that basically it, John? Like, you were interested, it's something you're interested in, but you haven't seen much of it to really get a firm idea on it?
Yeah.
Okay, oh, son of a bitch, it was a memento given to him.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I said.
Oh, dick.
Shovel Knight took the one memento that Specter had from his long-lost friend.
It's a locket with a picture of the kid. Wow. Anyways, my final thoughts. This is definitely a good starting point. It was a fantastic idea for Yacht Club to release this standalone as sort of a $10 introduction. It's a really good standalone as a prologue. It serves its purpose, as well as a fantastic sort of in-depth look at Specter Knight's origins and the gameplay. If you love Mega Man, honestly, Mega Man, because of with the scythe, I'd honestly say, it's closer to Mega Man 0 than Mega Man X.
Well, yeah, given how he plays.
Yeah, but
because Shovel Knight's more the Mega Man.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Yeah, we got our human skin.
Really?
Yep. That's what you get for collecting the red skulls, along with the one weapon you had in the flashback sequences.
Nice. You gonna show it off?
Yeah, I show it off for a brief moment.
Yay!
I mean, the Donovan skin is automatically put on you when you're done with this scene.
Oh, really? Also, he's still plotting against the Enchantress, even when
Well, not really anymore. I mean, he's not proud of what he's doing, but I mean, he has no choice.
Not
and there
bad.
we go, complete
Looks pretty
weaponry.
good. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, now you can play as Donovan outside the sepia tone.
Huh.
Or sepia, whatever.
Anyways, to finish up final thoughts, finish mine up real quick so we get to yours, Eric. The gameplay is super phenomenal. The soundtrack, I already gushed about it with Lichyard, and I gushed about it in the last part, but to reiterate, this is the best soundtrack in so far. I mean, we haven't heard the King of Cards soundtrack.
Not from
yet.
Demo footage anyway.
But this is this has the best track selection, remixes, whatever you want to call it, out of the entire treasure trove soundtrack. I love the sort of remix style. It kind of goes for a more rock, kind of natural guitar, kind of synth up. It sounds like it's real instruments put through a synthesis filter rather than synthesized instruments, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So that's what the vibe I get off from it, and for me it just takes the music to a whole nother level. And I'll said it before, I'll say it again, Lichyard, by far my favorite Jake Kaufman theme, bar none. It's so fucking good. And it's been my ringtone for almost a year now.
Yeah, this campaign was released about over a year ago now.
Yeah, it's because Specter Knight was the Switch launch title.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this was definitely a fun campaign to go through. Definitely a captivating story for it. I like how they did sort of the more Mega Man style mission selection, but they still managed to sort of interweave sort of the hub world aspect that Shovel Knight originally had. It's all in all, I think this is a really, really well done job.
Yep, and it's still my favorite campaign out of the bunch.
Anyways, your thoughts, Eric, so we can finally finish this off.
Yeah, this is going on a long while. Favorite campaign, love the music, love the levels, and yes, I love the Mega Man. Excuse me. I love the Mega Man design to make it more non-linear than the other two campaigns.
Yeah, did Plague of Shadows do the similar thing where it's like
it was the same exact map setup as Shovel of Hope.
Okay, so choose between you have your choice of levels in tiers, like 3, then 3, then 2. Okay.
Yeah. it was pretty much the same exact setup as Shovel of Hope.
Yeah, in terms of level choice, I like how this goes straight up Mega Man, where choose what you want rather than sort of the tiers.
And I just loved how original the level designs felt compared to Plague of Shadows, because again, Plague of Shadows is mainly Shovel of Hope stages just with extra pathways for the cipher coins, but in this one, they all felt fresh and
they were completely redone with new gimmicks. Polar Knight stage, not one fucking statue. I think I might actually be able to finally finish.
Yeah, it's actually
Specter.
I would say that it's a more fun version compared to Shovel of Hope.
Fucking statues can eat a fucking dick.
That's why you have the boss fight. You get to fight your demons.
Fucking PTS. Seriously, our club, you guys are some sick fucks.
Alright, we've gone on long enough. That is the end of this playthrough. Next time we come back to Treasure Trove, it is Plague of Shadows. And then hopefully whenever King of Cards releases, I'll get that done too.
Awesome. And with that said, see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.